How are we doing, folks? I was been looking for a solution to my SL125 Stanley headlight shell, which I wanted to keep the original shell because not only want to keep it matching on the bike, but I've obviously just painted it all, and which has come out quite nicely. So my original Stanley 6-volt seal beam with the globe inside shell, the chrome's gone, and I've managed to find not quite the right size, but I'm hoping it's going to mod this. I think it's a 5.5 inch shell, which I'm going to try and fit inside the original Stanley bezel, so it'll fit back in the original Stanley shell. So let's set you up and we'll just go through some of the stuff that I'm trying to attempt. So see you in a sec. So this one that I've bought, it's obviously the combination of the reflector and glass all in one, but it comes with a H4 adapter, so standard H4 bulbs. In fact, it comes with a standard 12 volt H4 bulb in it, which I plan to swap out for a 12 volt LED if I go to 12 volts. But you can buy a H4 to bayonet style, so you can fit 6 volt 35 dip and mains in there, and obviously that, because it's got the H4 adapter, will fit, he said. Yes, it will fit exactly if I get it the right way up. So that's the base. Yes, you just want a bit of a, it will go, it's nearly there. You just want a bit of tweaking, but that will go in there. It's just poorly manufactured, but that is a H4 for sure. You also get the H4 plug for the bulb, which obviously is going to fit my 12 volt LED if we end up going for the 12 volts, and you get the side light rubber fitment, and obviously you can fit a 6 or 12 in that one. But if you look at the originale reflector, the one which is bad, let's switch this on. It's actually 4.9 inches, and the new one is in the inside of the rim that has to come through the bezel is actually 5.1, so 0.2 of an inch difference. That means it doesn't just quite sit in the bezel. The bezel is a tad too small. However, I've just been working on it. So let me get my bits and bats. So I've got a lump of wood. I've got my small engineering or engineer's ball peen hammer, and I'm slowly working my way around it now, so I'm just going to do it progressively. If you put, so you're not going to damage the chrome, that side out, bit of vibration, you can just progressively keep going round. I'm about halfway there. Keep progressively going round. You can eventually peen this out. So I'm just looking at the high spots. There's one there. So you can carefully go round and you can peen that lip back to make the inner circle larger. So leave me to beat the living daylights out of this. No, nice and gently, so I'm not doing any damage to anything. I'm going to keep going round until this fits inside here, and then let's come back and have a look. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, with a bit of planishing, that now fits inside there. It's a tad tight going through here, so I may have to bend these back a little bit. So that's the bottom, and that's the bottom. So if you put the top in first and then tease it past that other, and you could cut those off, I'm not going to, but it will go in, and voila, it fits. So a couple of things, you could either, I don't know, Sikaflex it in place, JB weld it in place, but I'm going to try and make, not with it, this is the folding the headlight bulb, but I've got some wire. I'm going to try and make some W clips to hold the bezel in, but it's going to be quite difficult because you don't have a hard lip on the inside. It's a bit of a radius where they're going to sit. So let me have a play around with a few bits of wire to see if it's possible to do it with wire. Otherwise it's going to be, in my case, I'll probably Sikaflex it, because once it's in, there's never any need for it to come out, is there? So I'll be back in a second when we've had another look, or I've seen the possibilities. So see you in a sec. Okay, we're in and fitted and done. And yeah, the original Stanley headlight with the stamping in there, if we can catch it, whatever it may be. The original Stanley chrome bezel and a new H4 style chromed chrome back, whatever it is, headlight reflector glass assembly. So I've actually made clips for mine. It's a bit awkward making the clips, and it's never going to come out. You'll probably just Sikaflex it into the chrome bezel, and it's a job done. If you're going to make the chrome clips, put some goggles on or some glasses when you're doing it, because there's hardly any lip for the clips to catch on, and then obviously if one flicks out, it just might catch you in the eye. But yeah, nice chromed reflector in there now, lovely job. So where did I get it from? From eBay, and it is this thing's going to pick it up, in a headlight unit for Bates style, 5.5 inch headlight, 12 volt, 50, 60, 55, left dip, okay, left dip, UK, and there's a part number there, is there, whatever. A 5.5 inch universal H4 headlight lens. So you need your nice bit of soft wood so you're not scratching the chrome, your engineer's small ball peen hammer just to peen that extra 0.2 of an inch, bigger to get it in. You get the H4 12 volts, which bike's 6 volts you're not going to use, but you get the plug and the cover. I'm going to eventually, if I go for the 12 volt conversion, I'm going to go for LEDs anyway. But you can get the adapter H4 to bayonet for the 6 volt 35 watt double filament bulb, and it's a job done. So the next video, if I get time this week, I'm going to be looking at seeing what the alternator output is and doing the feasibility study on whether or not it's possible to fit a 12 volt rectifier regulator in there and do the 12 volt upgrade. Anyway, headlamp spot on, happy with that. And if we get the upgrade to the 12 volts. If I get that started next week, I'll drop the video up there. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you on the next one. Look at that shiny. Nice. See you later, folks.